Hi everyone, sitting here, and for this little video I'm just going to take a deep dive into one of the tech pieces that I've been working on, and that is Minecraft. I've been kind of toying around with the educator version. So over here on the left side there's just a quick screen capture of what that looks like from my MacBook. I do want to start by kind of showing you a link that I found, and these are links that will be within this video, and they are directly from the Minecraft website. So I've really kind of chosen to use Minecraft because it has a lot of benefits to it. Not only is it incorporating that tech piece, but from the Minecraft Education Edition website, you can see that here that they talk about student growth, helping them face like that social isolation we see, especially during COVID. That collaboration piece that I have already instilled throughout my project, and I wanted to kind of back up with that tech component. Being able to communicate and collaborate with each other like responsibly and appropriately online, and really having that community engagement piece. So those aspects are really important to me socially when using this tech. So it's really important to me that I kind of link that in there, and Minecraft has those instilled characteristics as well. Here's another screen capture. Uh, I've actually really knew nothing about Minecraft coming into this, and have kind of recruited my brother to help me out a little bit. But the education version, there are different world like templates you can use. So I did take a screen capture of this one because it interested me with this project. It says Climate Futures the Farm, and it kind of has a little description here where kids can actually kind of face that simulation of climate change, and they kind of have to learn about that importance of like having a sustainable environment. So I thought that was interesting. It only let me go a certain like amount through that world before it like wanted me to pay for it, but I did take this screen capture just because I thought it was nice that it paired it right with some learning objectives. Another one that Minecraft had, and this necessarily isn't a world, but a lesson that can be linked to that, is the sustainable farming. And again, when I share this slideshow, you can click on this link and go to it, but I'll quickly show you that. And here it tells you, what components and subjects that you'll be using and the age ranges. And here really I wanted to mimic my project in the what my students will be doing off of this, just because again there's learning objectives there's different activities that they can do, and they're really trying to learn about that sustainable farming, which again will be what they're doing in real life in the gardens at our school. So again, I thought that was really interesting. And the last one I wanted to show was building a farm with coding and math. So again, it's linked, but this one here, you're actually building the farm by solving area and perimeter word problems, and you want to find out the size of each planting patch, which does kind of match up with what I'd like to do with our garden. Obviously, students are building this from the ground up. They're starting from scratch, and fourth grade, obviously teaching math and ELA. I know that area and perimeter is taught really during those grades, and it's super critical that they understand that. So I think that that is a really great way to kind of cross those different subjects when we talk about STEAM. So kind of taking those three elements and mumbling together is what I hope to do on Minecraft. Here's another screen grab, a screen capture of the controls. Like I stated before, I found that I know nothing about Minecraft. I'm actually pretty terrible at it, and learning how to do this on a Mac and with no mouse has been pretty challenging. There are obviously a lot of keys here, and then there are more if you pull them up. So in the future, I'd like to use a mouse. I think that would be, it would make it easier for me to build and move around and everything. So that was definitely a challenge for me this week. And here's another screen capture. This was found at the beginning of my presentation, but this is just one of those creator worlds where there's not a template or anything, but I figured this would be a good place to start and kind of tool and toy around. I also, because I had no prior knowledge of Minecraft, pulled up the inventory, and this is just one little screen grab of everything that they have. They have fences and different colored pieces of glass and different vegetables and seeds and everything, and really the list goes on and on and on and on. Like, I was very impressed with how many tools the students can use, and build with. And then this is actually after a lengthy amount of time, and I hate to admit that it was a lengthy amount of time, I had finally figured out how to construct a fence here. So after me toying around with it, could finally figure that out, and I managed to put a couple things in my inventory. So I had some pumpkin seeds and some apple tree seeds. So I was feeling pretty successful after struggling for a bit. I also do like, and I didn't know that the Minecraft Educator version had this, they have a talk to text feature for students. So on the settings, those of you that have like lower readers, or you have accommodations with students' IEPs, you can have like the chat features and different controls enable that talk to text feature. So I think that that was really, really nice, and can aid in that collaboration piece. People don't, and students don't think that necessarily like they're behind or anything. They can collaborate and participate just as well as other students. And lastly, I did find this one interesting, although it doesn't, move myself over here. It doesn't necessarily apply to my project in particular, but just because I had no idea that One Minecraft Educator was a thing and it had all of these different features, you can actually mess around with obviously not only coding and math and things like that, but also chemistry. And as I was kind of browsing the inventory, I saw all of these, and you can see it here on the left-hand side, all of these different chemical or the elements of the periodic table, and you can actually click one of the top middle buttons up towards the top of the inventory box, and you can use the recipe button to combine the elements to make different substances. So I thought that was really cool. Although it doesn't apply to my project in particular, I thought that it might be helpful to share if anyone here is a chemistry teacher or teaches applied sciences or anything. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to continuing my Minecraft journey with the help of my brother. If anybody has any other tips or anything that would make this more helpful or easier for me to use, I think a lot of it has to do with me using just a Mac and not having a mouse. But anyways, as always, suggestions are welcome. Thanks, guys.